Our Hearst Television National Investigative Unit is taking a look at dams nationwide from hazard classification to condition and inspections. Here at 4029 News, we submitted several Freedom of Information Act requests to get data on dams near you. Several in our area are rated in poor condition and high hazard by the National Inventory of Dams. That means they need repairs, and a dam failure could lead to deaths. Two of the dams listed as a high hazard and in poor condition are Lake Fayetteville and Lake Atalanta in Rogers. Both are city-owned. Tonight, 4029's LaKyra Banks breaks down the inspection reports and what's at stake if something goes wrong.
In Rogers, city officials say the Lake Atalanta Dam is inspected every year.
The dam is solid. It's not. There's nothing dangerous or structurally unsound about the dam.
The latest inspection, done in November 2024, found minor erosion in cracks and a seepage that's been there for years.
It's not a structural issue, it's that there's a minor seepage that's been there for like 50, 70 years. And we monitor that, and it's not getting any worse.
Rogers Director of Community Development, John McCurdy, says they plan to install new monitoring equipment this year.
Now, basically, it's a damp piece of dirt, on the backside of the dam, and we're going to clear that out and put some kind of a little basin right there so we can track exactly how much water is seeping through.
In Fayetteville, a state inspection last August rated the Lake Fayetteville Dam in poor condition, according to documents obtained from the city of Fayetteville. You can see the dam here in our 4029 Skyview drone. Inspectors say the overflow system, built in 1949, doesn't meet modern safety standards. The report also shows clear water leaking at its base.
Just if it gets bigger, to know, when it needs to be fixed, if we do need to start advising people downstream, things like that.
Fayetteville's own inspection in May also found a small crack in the spillway of the dam. City staff are required to inspect the dam every year and after every major storm.
It's inspected as regularly as it is, just to find any kind of an issue, because an issue with the dam could be obviously catastrophic.
So flood maps from the city's emergency action plan show just how fast water could spread if the Lake Fayetteville Dam ever failed. Highway 71B would be flooded immediately. Neighborhoods along Wilkerson Street would see water within 5 to 6 minutes, and flooding could stretch all the way to the city of Johnson. In Rogers, if the Lake Atalanta Dam failed, their emergency action plan says this entire area would experience flooding. So here are the neighborhoods that would be impacted. Both Rogers and Fayetteville have the required emergency action plans for any of these situations.
The existence of an emergency action plan should not be assumed to relate to a concern over failure. It's related to the fact that if you have a dam and if there are people downstream of the dam, you need to have thought about what to do should it fail.
The city of Rogers last updated its emergency action plan in 2014. Fayetteville's plan was last updated in 2018, and they plan to update it next year. The plans spell out who gets called first and which areas need to be evacuated, and how police and fire departments would respond.
The fire department leads it, and we walk through the emergency action plan and make sure that everybody knows what they're supposed to do.
The emergency action plan lays out who is called, which would be the cities that are downstream. Primarily downstream are other jurisdictions beside Fayetteville. Johnson, Springdale would be our first call, so we could work on getting people evacuated.
Both cities say they conduct annual drills in case of an emergency, and those are coming up later this year. LaKyra Banks, 4029 News.
The city of Rogers is in the process of updating its emergency action plan. The last update was back in 2014. City officials say a new plan should be finished next month.